We know.
Trade the myth for the truth, tend to overrate a working knowledge of the rock and roll your parents hate. Turn it up on the solid state.
We know. We know.
So the patches on your sleeve become the artifact. Marry boys, love you once, they don't want you back. Count the names you replaced in the photograph.
We know. We know.
Never took the time to learn the slang that we speak or the slogans on the t-shirt. Never took the time to read the map to avoid all the fake DIY traps.
Reagan.
We just change the station when you're lost in that rotation. You're not fast enough to keep up with us.
Reagan.
We just change the station when you're lost in that rotation. You're not fast enough to keep up with us.
Reagan.
We just change the station with your broken reputation. You're not fast enough to keep up with the girls.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Highwire Improv on Sunday afternoon. I am Brian. I will be your host here today for this very brief show. We have just started season 19. Yes. When you're already planning the next season, you forget what season you're in. Season 19 kicking off. We have just one act today, but they're two of my favorite people. We've just been showering each other with compliments before we started the stream, and I will keep that going. So get their song ready to go, please. Welcome to the stage for your improv delight, Emma T. and Bela.
Hello, everybody. We are Emma T and Bela. I am Emma T. When I say Emma, you say T. Emma T. Emma T. And this.
This is Bela. When you say my name, pretend like you're in a musical and sing it.
Bela. La 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 la.
I'm not a good singer.
It
No,
isn't
you
Bela.
are. You are a great
You
singer.
are a great singer.
A great singer.
Bela, you are awesome. Brian, you are awesome. And,
We're also awesome.
On that note, could we please have a suggestion? Well, I say on that note, there's no link to that whatsoever, really, because the suggestion could be anything, but I'm sure it's going to be awesome. So, Brian, please, could we have a suggestion of a word to start us off for inspiration, please?
Sure. Crowded.
Crowded. Thank you, Brian. Crowded.
I need to apologize that we're so packed into this elevator, but it does give me an opportunity to finally introduce myself. I'm the new tenant on floor 12.
Oh, hello, I'm Mrs. Marple. I'm on floor 13.
Oh, I want to compliment you on your breath. It's got, I believe, hints of apricot. Am I correct?
Oh, that is right. I've just been out for dessert at the cafe across the road, and it was, I had a lovely apricot tart. Your hair seems to be brushing against the side of my neck.
And I want to assure you, I don't normally get stuck in the elevator face to face with anyone with my back to the door, but the way everyone was maneuvering right there, and I believe I can't move. So if my hair is choking you in some way, did you say your name was Miss or Mrs. Marple?
Mrs. Marple.
Oh.
Sometimes people mistake me for, the Miss Marple. I mean, there are some similarities. I sometimes wear a hat, for example, and I like to solve crime in my spare time.
I'm going to warn you now that I need to breathe. And so that is going to push me just a little bit closer to you as I do open up my rib cage and allow a bit of oxygen in. All right. I mentioned Mrs. Not because I was curious if you could solve a mystery for me, but are you married or are you a single and available? But you said it's Mrs. And so I must
Oh, Mrs., but widowed.
Oh, I
That
see.
was
I'm sorry.
a very loud laugh there. Someone, yeah.
I'm sorry. Sorry, I didn't mean to just blow right in your eyes. I saw your eyelash flicker there a bit when I laughed.
Yeah, no, I wanted to keep the name. You see, I didn't want to go back to my original name. And then everyone they seem to well, they think I am like Miss Marple, and my crime solving abilities are second to none. So I hope you haven't committed any crimes recently.
Oh, I want you to think that my sweat, if you're detecting my body heat, is simply because I'm normally not this close to a woman, and not because I've committed any heinous, or just any type of crimes whatsoever, even if they're not heinous or heinous.
Oh, well, that's good. I do have a keen sense of smell. That's how I solved the floor number 7 murders. Yes, it was the dog, you see. The dog had been in the apartment of the deceased, and they had lots of roses, and then the dog smelt of roses, and then that's how I worked out the killer was, the person at just the 2 doors along, and wow, yeah.
Well, I'm on floor 12, just right below your floor. So if I've done anything, I'm sure you'll smell it.
Yes, yes, I'm sure I will.
Do you smell anything right now?
Hmm, you let's see. Your hair was just under my left nostril, and it smells as though you've used Alberto number 1 uh, coconut shampoo.
Look, I was just going to say I hope you smelled love, but
Oh,
I don't. I'm sure yours was much more accurate. And the elevator door just opened.
oh,
Oh, thank God. That was less traumatic than I thought it would be.
well, the door's closing again because I need to go
Oh,
up
shoot.
one more. 413.
And so I wouldn't want to presume.
No, please do presume. Make a
You're
guess. Go on, just make one. I
you're
love
going
living on the edge.
you're going to allow me to presume?
Yes, please presume. I just love this. Please, just make a presumption and I'll say yes or no.
Oh, right. All right. Sometimes I know that presumptions can be a bit, well, they can be a bit rude if taken the wrong way. And I wouldn't want to hurt our friendship by making a presumption that was a bit aggressive. So maybe I should just not presume at all. Maybe I should
Oh,
just not presume.
you know how easygoing I am, Sam. Please, just make the presumption.
All right. All right. Okay. Are you sure?
Yes, totally easygoing, totally easygoing. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to presume that you got either plastic surgery or Botox.
Oh, that's what you think of me. Fine.
No,
Make
you didn't get plastic surgery or Botox? Oh no, I've done it. I've done it. I knew this is how I ruin friendships. I presume. I presume. I was going to say maybe you got your well, one of your orifices bleached. But I thought, no, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that no matter what I'm seeing back there. I should just never say that. And so I didn't say it. But then you said I could presume, and I thought I'd go with the easiest one, the one that was most obvious. I mean, clearly, if you look at your face, that's smooth and like a baby's behind and there's no way that you couldn't have had something done. I thought it was just the most obvious thing to presume, and now I've killed our friendship. I've killed our friendship. I've killed
Yes, you have.
it.
So there's no going back from that. I know I said I was easygoing, and I am easygoing, but to dare to presume that there's no going back, Sam. There's no going back.
You can't cry, can you, because of the Botox?
Damn it, foiled again.
The lady never cried. Not once, not once, Sergeant. The lady never cried.
Yes, I'm going to call this one the case of the non-crying lady.
Yeah,
It's good, isn't it?
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. That's very good. I couldn't have thought of that. I couldn't have.
I've been reading these Miss Marple books from the library. I want to call everything, the case of something, and yeah, I mean, the case of the non-crying lady.
Lady.
Yeah,
That
lady.
that really summarizes everything. I mean, not crying, and she's a woman, and a lady is another word for a woman.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And wait,
Yes.
did you have a the in there too?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And the word case.
Mm-hmm.
The I mean, we basically could just go home. The job's been done for us. I mean, other than of course solving the crime and that stuff.
Yes. I mean, I often think that maybe, we should solve the crime first and then do the dramatic title, but having done it this way round, I'm really satisfied with that title. I don't think there's nothing is going to top that.
Look, I know where you're coming from, but would the movie companies be willing to make a movie if we didn't have the title of the case already? I mean, they don't care if it's solved. It gives their screenwriters something to do. They can write whatever they want, but we need the case, and then they get to say this is based on a true story.
Yes, interesting point. Yes, yes, yes. I'm satisfied. I'm going to write it out in calligraphy just to see
Of
what it looks
course,
like. The
the case.
case of.
Oh, I forgot. I forgot. You even remembered the of this time. Your your what do they call those? Those aren't pronouns. They're what are they? Of. What is of?
What is
It's a
of?
what? No.
Hmm.
It's a preposition.
Hmm.
It's a preposition.
No, you're right. What is of? That now you've said that, it's making me question my use of the word of.
Ugh.
Maybe it's not as perfect as I thought. I'm gonna have to spend another 5 hours thinking on this one.
Look, I'm sure this is just what Shakespeare was doing when he wrote "to be or not to be." He was just trying to figure out grammar.
Mm. Mm. I mean, probably there's a better use of my time than spending another 5 hours just rewriting the title, but I can't think what it is at the moment, so I'll just continue.
Uh,
The
oh wait,
case.
you went back to the beginning.
Yes,
The case.
the
The,
case.
the
I definitely
case.
want. I was sure on those two words. The case.
The case of.
Yeah.
The case of.
Yeah. No, not the of. I'm not sure on that
Oh,
anymore.
you're
So
not sure of
the
the of.
case. The case is as far as I've got now.
Look, Sergeant.
Mm.
I need to tell you, we're almost ready to go home now. I think we might need to pick this back up again tomorrow.
No, I'm gonna have a late night. If I need to drink alcohol into the early hours of the morning to make sure I get this done, I'm gonna do this.
But you just want to hang out at the bar.
The case.
On taxpayer money. Sergeant, you are a freaking genius. You are a genius.
Yeah, it's a case of the Sergeant Genius. I like that.
That's a pretty good movie title.
Mm.
Yeah. You want me to call Hollywood and let them know we got another real life true story?
Yeah, get them now.
Yeah.
This is gonna be the best one.
Bidding war for Netflix. I was just thinking of you.
Well, I'm sure if you want some new ideas for television programs, I am here. I I know we have a relationship outside of our professional relationship, but don't let that interfere. So,
Ah,
darling, here's my idea. So for the new television show, I think we should have lots of bouncy balls with googly eyes on them, making noises like woo.
ah! Oh, I love it. I love it.
Mm,
Darling, darling,
mm.
I just, I need to tell you that every time I hear one of your ideas, I want to implement it.
Oh wow. Oh, oh, getting all hot and bothered. Um,
Ah, and not only do I want to implement it, I want to put people with cameras there.
oh, well, my next idea luckily is not a children's one.
Oh,
This idea is for adult, well, not adults only, but it's just for, more mature audiences. It's redecorate the gardens of your neighbors. So two people, maybe two couples, swap houses for a week and they redecorate the entire garden as they wish. So, they might put a vegetable garden, change the flowers, put in a patio, put in just any feature, water feature, anything that they like. And then they swap back and the big reveal, they open their eyes and they see their new garden as designed by their neighbors.
stop, stop, darling, stop. You have already won my heart. I'm thinking now of a whole new garden, a whole new set of flowers to make sweet, sweet, sweet nookie, whatever that word means to you or to them, because there'd be some very interesting swapping going on. We'd be able to use other gardening implements for our love.
Oh, oh wow. Oh, well, you're gonna love my third idea then.
Wait, before we get there,
Oh, oh,
remember when we were in the garden and those worms went into places we didn't know worms went to?
oh. I remember that with, such a great memory. Oh,
And we could share that with our neighbors who, up to this point, don't even seem to, well, want to look over the fence at us for some reason. But maybe that's just because we love each other so much. But you had a third idea, and
oh, yes, yeah.
you had a third idea.
The third idea was um, the the uh, the the talent show. It's basically anyone can just bring a talent that they have to the show, and there'll be a panel of judges, and then they perform the act. It could be anything. It could be magic. It could be singing. It could be getting a dog to jump around and spin in circles, and then they get voted as to whether they were good or not.
Could an act be gardening while in love?
It sure could.
I, I, I don't know what to say, but cheers, because every idea of yours was better than the last.
Oh,
Now we need to go talk to someone besides ourselves and present our ideas to others. This is where your genius shows to the world.
sure does.
I love you, Pumpy Pumpies.
I love you too, Snooky Pie. You just the way you. Oh, wait! I've got another idea.
No, no,
No. Sorry, you were just.
no,
I
no,
was getting too
no,
carried away.
I just can't. If you have another idea, I will literally self-combust right
Oh,
here. Self-combust right here at this office table. And frankly, I'd rather self-combust in our garden, especially in our compost heap.
I'll get the garden implements ready then.
I'm going to get rid of these binoculars. I've decided to stop being a peeping Tom. I realize now, well, it might be wrong, but that's not why I'm stopping. I'm just really not liking what I'm seeing through these binoculars.
So we have a returns policy. If it's more than 30 days since your purchase, I'm afraid we cannot provide a refund.
Look, you didn't warn me about the neighborhood. I mean, normally neighborhoods have people that you want to peeping Tom and you see things that you enjoy. But when you sold me these binoculars, you implied that my neighborhood was somehow acceptable, and it is not. It is not. It is not an acceptable neighborhood. I wish to have my eyes bleached out. That is my next appointment after I get a refund for these binoculars.
Sir, please don't shout. We have a non-shouting policy in store. I'll get the paperwork from having sold those to you, and we'll just go through it and make sure I've completed all of the necessary and legal checks. One, check that the size of the binoculars fits the size of the eyes of the customers.
Okay.
I remember doing that clearly.
Okay. Look. I don't think I'm getting through to you. I'm just going to put these here, and I'm going to show you some pictures because I was also taking pictures with the binoculars. I don't ask me how, but it involved putting a cell phone in front of the lens and then
So
click.
that's not recommended. I
No,
remember
just
severely.
look at this. Look at these people. Look what they're doing when they're gardening. Look at where the worms ended up.
Oh wow, I haven't seen anything like that before. It must be a interesting feeling.
Okay, but now I just realized I had the phone upside down. Look at it
Oh,
now.
oh my goodness. Oh my. Oh, oh.
No. Do you want if you don't give me a refund, I will send this picture to the Daily News along with your company's name, and I will tell them that you would not give me a refund after I was forced to peeping Tom that.
I mean, I'm not sure we forced you to peeping Tom and anything.
What do you think binoculars are used for?
Well, usually for bird watching, sometimes for looking at things out at sea. I mean, I'm pretty sure. Let me look at the.
I don't see any birds, and we're nowhere near an ocean. Oh my God. I see them. They're back in their they're back in their garden. They're back in their garden. Oh my God. They're oh God. Oh.
Oh, so okay, fine. I'll just give you the refund.
And this neighborhood, we believe, is a great place to raise children. I think you'll really enjoy this house if you decide to purchase it, ma'am.
Oh, thank you so much. I've got little Timmy who's 6 and little Jimmy who's 8. They just love playing outside on the lawn, and having a safe neighborhood is so important to us.
I understand, and I would recommend that we stay within the house, just because this inside the house is amazing, and just trust me when I say there is a yard outside.
Oh, I mean, I was hoping to have a look at the yard. I mean, the boys, they love playing outside. I mean, if we can put up a swing or a slide or some kind of, you know,
Let me just show you. I took a picture. This was late at night, when everyone was asleep. You can see right here, because I had a flashlight and I was kind of shining out just a little video of what the yard looks like.
oh, this good size. Yes. Yeah, there's
And,
plenty of space to put some play equipment in. Yeah.
and those sounds that you hear, just know that well, there is some random drive-by gardening going on in this neighborhood. I don't want to alarm you, but just once in a while, occasionally someone will randomly just decide to, well, they call it garden swap. But
Oh,
enough of that. Enough of that. You probably haven't
mm,
heard of it. You probably know nothing about it. I just
no, I haven't heard of that before. That does sound quite worrying. Um, yeah.
you,
Maybe.
I assure you, when children are present, they generally don't do the garden swapping.
Okay, that's good. I wouldn't want anyone on our property whilst the kids are out enjoying themselves. So yeah. Well, I mean, the rest of the house looks very nice. Yeah, that's
And
good.
would you be okay if your children just disappeared for a day because they found themselves in a yard that looked very similar to their yard, but had been swapped by very aggressive gardeners to a different location? And so your children had played on that yard all day, thinking it was their own house. And then you were just like, where's my children? But they were actually safe and they were playing all day long on what they thought was their own garden, and might actually be their own garden, because they do a lot of digging to get all the dirt over, and they do a lot of landscaping. They do a lot of all that. And then maybe the next day your garden would end up in a different house, and all of a sudden you've got someone to take care of your kids for an entire week, and you're like, oh, this is great, this neighborhood. The people really care about children.
Um, I mean, that was a lot. I mean, maybe this place isn't for us. Kind of prefer somewhere where the kids are just safe in our own garden and not garden swapped or whatever it is that you.
Look, I understand. I've been having, honestly, a really hard time trying to sell this property. And do you know anyone who might be okay with it? Someone who, well, clearly doesn't have kids, someone who, well, doesn't want to hear sounds in the middle of the night, and someone who doesn't have a worm phobia.
Have you just described yourself?
How do you know that about me? Are you some kind of peeping Tom? We only have a short time, and then I need to go.
Well, that's good because I've only written a short poem, and once you've judged it, I'm sure I'll be going to the top of the talent contest. So, um, okay. Once there was a place where gardens would swap.
Nope, nope,
Pace.
nope, 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 nope. We've had too many gardens. What is going on in this freaking neighborhood? I mean, We did this in Mumbai, and in Mumbai there was nothing about gardens. It was all about palaces. Here, nothing but garden. Do you have anything at all
Okay,
that does not have something to do with gardens? Anything at all? I am getting sick of. I never realized how lustful. There's so much lust in gardens. We have a.
No, I've got a song. I've got a song. This will get me. This will get me to the top. I'm determined to make it. Determined to show I have talent.
Family friendly.
Okay. I beg your pardon. Never promised you a rose garden. Swapped. Oh no, no. Oh, good try.
That's our
That's
show.
our show.
Oh my. Sometimes I think Bela's characters speak in long metaphors. Sometimes that occasionally happens. Cracks me up every time. Thank you all for watching. Like I said, short show today. But you can go back, go to the YouTube page and watch all our archives. We have lots of shows there. They are poorly organized because I'm poorly organized. They will one day be organized, and then we will do more shows, and that organization will begin to accumulate. So, but we've been here 4.5 years. We got lots of great stuff. Go check it out. Check us out in person. Check us out at highwireimprov.com. We are getting our own home. We're very excited about it. It's going to be awesome. Yeah, check it out. We could not be more thrilled for what's coming up. So thank you for watching, and goodbye, everybody.